Hey everyone, welcome back to Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Assuming I did this right, I should be recording this time, so I shouldn't need to go back and redo the whole chapter. That was a pain in the ass last time, so on chapter 13, it's 12:51 a.m. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. Yeah, the kidnappers grabbed the entirely wrong child, which is kind of funny to me. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. And why do these people want Jowd executed? We don't know. The key to dispelling the Minister's doubts is now in bed, coughing, and I need to use this key before that prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate. We can do this. She is not even typing properly. She's using one singular index finger. Also, I just noticed her hair looks kind of like a rose. If you see at the back of it, it looks like it might be a rose. That's pretty cool. My darling angel. Oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing. Did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart. But I must confess, I didn't even notice you were gone. You're making a lot of assumptions. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. Was it his birthday? Man, the Justice Minister's having a hell of an evening right now. He said he wanted a new lighter. But that's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. That sounds pretty serious. But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the feverish passion of my darling angel. I don't know if you're really doing anything to help. Mama? Yes, darling? Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Oh, so it was his birthday yesterday. Not tonight, Emily. Well, you see, he's currently freaking out and thinking that his daughter may have been kidnapped, so it might be a good idea to let him know, hey, she has not been kidnapped. I think that would be a great idea. I hate you. That's a bit strong. Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. Great to know that there is only one child in danger and not two. Hang on, I need to cough. My apologies. And there's another lucky development, too. Emily wants to call her father. Now, if I could just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around, so we need to get her to call. Because the kidnappers had a... Are you gonna give me any help, Sissel? No. Okay. I don't think dialing the phone is gonna do me any good. What if I light the lighter? It's now on fire. And... Hey, kid, you wanna call your dad? There's a phone for you. And she's gonna notice. Hey, kiddo, you better hurry up with dialing that number. Emily, I told you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. Oh, is she upset about the execution? What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. Yeah, she was doing something weird. She was like writing some kind of steamy romance or something. I don't know, it was frankly none of my business. Whoa. What do you mean weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you've really made me angry, you really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? I think you need to let go a little bit for the sake of your child. I think you might be scaring your child. You don't want to scare your child. Your child should not be afraid of you. And now she's really upset. Well, that didn't go according to plan. And she moved the desk closer. There. I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you. I can hear you, you know. Yeah, I think that's the point. What do you got for me, Sissel? Whew, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are. There seem to be many of them. But I do know I have to do something about this lady, so Emily can call. Well, I'm on the floor now. Seems like the young child is the only one in this family with any kind of sense. The Justice Minister is... he's a pain in the ass to deal with, and this lady is also a pain in the ass to deal with. So you put two people who are pains in the asses to deal with together in a marriage, and I think I can see why it ended the way it did. Well, I mean, the marriage hasn't ended. They're still married. They're just separated. Clear the jumping poltergeist? Okay. I opened it? Okay. Sorry, there was a lot of things on screen at once, and it confused me for a moment. Lamp? I'd better not put out the lamp right now. It will only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. Very poetic. If I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. Well, let's look at what else we can do. What if I swing the pendulum harder? A lot of figuring out the puzzles in this game seem to be a matter of looking at everything you could do and being like, what could I do with this? Make time? And that got her attention. Oh goodness, look at the time! As I bask in my tale of love, time has been moving on at the speed of light. Yeah, I guess technically that's how it works. So even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this, eh? But this won't buy enough time for her daughter to make a phone call. There must be something else I can distract her with. Perhaps the rat in the ceiling? What if I turn the valve? Does that do me any good? Okay, that sent out some sparks. What if I turn it again? I don't think that did me anything. Hoist? Can't do anything with that. I could turn the latch. That just opens that. I don't think that... Okay, well, now I can't undo it. I'm locked into this path. Can't do anything with the chandelier. Can I reach this book? I can examine the dictionary. The lady's dictionary. Wasn't this on her desk before? The poor thing. Destined to never be returned to the bookshelves. I mean, it is on top of the shelf. And I cannot go any farther from here. Okay. What if we drop the rat? Can we please get to the latch? Thank you. It is moments like these that make me think this would probably be so much easier with a controller, but I do not have one. I'm stuck on mouse and keyboard. I mouse and keyboard every game I play. That's just how I am. Deploy the rat. That's a clever rat. Now, what if I... Sorry to do this to you, little buddy, but... Gonna have to. Okay, he's actually holding on pretty well. Now if I... chime... Make the clock chime. Now she's gonna see the rat. Well, well. Having a good time, are we, little rodent? Sweet dreams! Damn, poor guy. Did you fancy the vintage, my whiskered friend? I think you might have a rat problem. You also have an electrical wire problem up there, although I know you can't see it. She's more powerful than I thought. Yeah, she's remarkably unfazed by everything except insults to her novels. Looks like she tipped the wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I get the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. I think I need to somehow set this on fire so that... Because it would then burn this rope, which makes the phone slide down, and then maybe down that way, to Amelie. I don't even know if I'm saying her name right, I'm just assuming I am. I'm just, like, knocking this... I think I just electrocuted the... Oh, the power went out. Oh, heavens! A blackout at a critical time like this. Of course, dim lights suit my story of love very well, but yeah, typewriter doesn't have a bright LED screen. Is it LED or LCD? I don't know. Point is, a typewriter is not self-illuminating. I myself am not very fond of the dark. And she hobbles on over. Oh, a chandelier. This chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. You almost concussed yourself. And she lights it on her ass for some reason. And she drops it into her wine glass. I hope you're not intending on drinking that, because that's going to taste very smoky now. Maybe that's what she's into. I don't know. Maybe she likes a smoky wine. I don't even know if that's wine. That could be tomato juice for all I know. It looks like tomato juice. Ah, what a wonderful atmosphere. Perfect for a clandestine meeting in the dusky twilight. Help me out, Sissel. I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious, but now that the room has changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. Rat, buddy, how you doing? I hope you're feeling okay, man. What if I burn this brighter? Whoa. Those are some big flames. I don't think that really did anything for me. What if I turn the crank? That drops the chandelier. What a naughty chandelier! Okay, so that makes her get up to put it back. It does get her out of the seat, but I don't think it, because I wasn't able to do anything while she was moving. So I don't think that does what I actually need it to do. What if I turn this? Is he still gonna... Yeah, okay, he's still like, I probably shouldn't do that. Very poetic about it. Okay. I sort of have it in my mind that, like, each trick will only be used once, which is probably not correct, but it's a way that I kind of eliminate options. Like, I already swung the pendulum, I already made the clock chime, so I'm not really thinking of those as options. What if I make this burn brighter, and then I drop it? That was close. I don't think... Unless I got the timing wrong. The music is very jazzy, by the way. Hang on. Let's see if... I don't think I'm able to move while she's... Yeah, I cannot do anything while she's, rolling the chandelier back up. So what do I do? I cannot get any further than this. This is as far to the left as I can go. Can't do anything with the dictionary. Can't do anything with the latch. Can't do anything with the hoist. I can turn the valve, but I don't think that does me anything. Yeah, that didn't do anything for me. Cannot turn that on. Opening the wastebasket does nothing. What if I light the lighter? Yeah, that didn't help. I had a feeling it wouldn't, but good to eliminate it. Does swinging the pendulum harder do anything? That got me absolutely nowhere. What if I chime the clock? And then she's gonna look at it. Oh goodness, look at that time! So back to my tail of it. Yeah. She's going on about the time. And she's unfazed by it. What do I do? Okay, make that burn brighter. And then I drop it. Nope, that doesn't do. What am I supposed to do? I cannot for the life of me figure out what I'm meant to do. The dictionary doesn't do anything. I really don't want to look up another solution. I already did that in another recent chapter, and I felt really bad about it. So I really don't want to have to do it again. I can't even get to the phone. The lighter does nothing. The wastebasket obviously does nothing. I cannot... It won't let me turn off the lamp. For whatever reason. Way to keep your mother out of the way. I don't know, though. Swinging the pendulum doesn't do anything. Making the wall clock chime just distracts her briefly. Can't do anything with the latch. Turning the valve does nothing. Can't do anything with the hoist. Can't do anything with the latch. Like, the only thing I can think is that I have to get the timing right on burning the chandelier brighter and dropping it. Because those are the only two things that have any effect at the moment. So what if I do that? No, because it just goes small again. What the I don't get it. I do not understand. Unless... Oh, okay. I just drop it on her. And she dodged under it. Like the Matrix. Such insolence. This lady is surprisingly quick. She dodged that thing like a pro. Guess I'd better get serious here. What if I do that again? She brings it back up. What if I wait until she's like further? Nope, she's just gonna dodge no matter what. Now what if I burn brighter and okay. That's twice she managed to dodge like that. Who knew she was a dodging champion? I'm starting to get annoyed. You and me both, man. Let me try that again. I'll get her this time. Okay, he wants to do it again. We can give it a shot. It was funny. They had her just cut to sitting in the chair. Third time's the charm. Surely we'll get it this time. Got her. And now she's trapped. Emily, help me! Mama! Oh, she's... I'm sorry, Mama, I'm too dizzy, I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now. Ha ha ha! Here's to the weakness of my darling angel. Is now really a time to be toasting to how pathetically sick your child is? That chandelier is on there tighter than her wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. But now I need to get the phone to Emily, because she's not really able to move on her own. Am I about to okay, no, I actually can't. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I did not sneeze. Crisis averted. What if I turn the valve? That didn't do anything for me. Make chime? That also didn't do anything. Oh, this. If I recall, the novelist said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. Better not put out this lamp right now. Okay. Never mind. What if I make this swing? No, it won't get me over to the phone. Not that I could do anything with the phone except dial. Won't let me turn that off. What about the lighter? Nope. Wastebasket? Nope, that just opened and then closed. Okay. Step 1 completed. Now what do I do? Because I can't reach the chandelier from here. Do I just turn the crank again? That would... Oh, okay, she goes up with it. What? What is going on here? Emily, look, do you see this? Help me, please. Sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess you'll just have to stay up there spinning too. I like this kid. Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. Alright, kiddo, you want to call your dad? The only trouble is she can't reach it. Guess we'll just have to deliver it to her. Alright. Oh, that's right! The angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? Okay, so I still can't turn the lamp off. What if I do this? Can I catch the pendulum on fire? Oh, the rat is on fire now. Now I really owe that poor rat an apology. Yeah, no kidding. This might be a really good chance for me, too. I have to get that phone to Emily. And we could do that by swinging the pendulum. Go on, little rat bud. Don't know how it got all three at once, but I'm not complaining. Not quite sure it would have worked that way, but hey, whatever works. What in the world is going on here? There's a ghost in your apartment. And he wants your daughter to call her father. Because he thinks she's been kidnapped. Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Snarky kid. Ugh, don't you dare, Emily. I won't have it. Well, let's get on over to this phone, shall we? Poor rat. Hello, Papa? Dude, you need to... Emily! Is that you? Of course it is, silly. What did you think? But I heard... They said you were... Okay, maybe I can excuse him freaking out a little bit this time. Considering, you know, he did just learn that his daughter is, in fact, not kidnapped. So... Actually, I'm not as annoyed this time. No, never mind. It's nothing. Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa. Birthday? Alright. It was my birthday today, wasn't it? Yesterday, rather. I'm sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama. Oh, your mean old Mama? I mean, your mother. What is she up to right now? She's certainly up. She's quite up at the moment. Exactly what I said. Me and this kid are on the same wavelength. That's funny. Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment. Get me down! She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble. No, Emily. I'm the one who was wrong. Huh? Could you tell your mother I'm sorry?
What do you have to be sorry about?
Just about to make a terrible mistake. That's a new facial expression I have not seen from this man before. Suddenly he looks like 5 to 10 years younger. But it's alright now.
Oh, okay.
You're still young. There's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see.
Okay.
But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize.
I don't think I did anything.
No, it was all me.
But okay, I'll apologize.
That's a good girl.
Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you.
I love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart. That's quite sweet. She's just hanging around up there.
I'm sorry.
My goodness, why the sudden change?
I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh, Emily.
I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels.
That makes me a little sad.
Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated.
Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right. I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all.
And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them.
What? Oh, yeah, those don't seem like the kind of novels that a child should be reading. Maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that.
Oh, okay.
So, Emily, if you're feeling a little more charitable toward your old mama, do you think you could let me down now?
You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now.
Well, tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline, looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. I'm glad she's still able to toast. All of a sudden, everybody's getting along again. Such an abrupt change. I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? Congratulations, Sissel, you mended a broken family. In any case, the situation has changed dramatically now. I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think I'll go back to his office, where everybody is waiting for the prison van. Is that the end of the chapter? The minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Okay, now we got a bit more. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever, quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe. Seems to still be in the depths of despair. Well, there is still a child that was kidnapped. That is an indisputable fact. Even if it's not his child, there is still a child in danger. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. Hey, I'm back. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake, and for mine. And he hits a boogie, because why wouldn't he? No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. There was nothing. What did he do? But one question. I can't help but notice your daughter is safe, and yet you still look unhappy. How about a little smile for us? Ugh. Of course, there is still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. But is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? And he jumps out of his seat. This man has very strong reactions. Please, let me think in peace until the prison van arrives. What do you got, Sissel? I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet? Until we get a report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. This continued distress of the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector in white said? Hey, I know you don't want to believe that I exist, but, you're gonna have to. Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. Oh. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? Well, no, not people. No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. Known? Not about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? I forgot that you would be involved in this, Mr. Jowd. Detective Jowd, sorry. That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. All about the huge mistake this foolish man made. Alright, let's see what's going on. This is getting juicy. There are some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. Yeah, the other one was the rock music guy, and the other was Sausage Head, who was, digging his way out with a spoon. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked. The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded that these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. I see. So how does this link to Jowd's case? I mean, we already know it must have been, or we suspect it was the powers of the dead that killed his wife. Because Camilla was the one that set up the contraption to try and surprise her mother on her birthday, and it ended up firing the gun instead, which is not what she intended to do. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanella has been studying these cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked-room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated somehow into shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately, I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken, and it proved to be a big mistake. What? The minister's mistake. Let's see what's going on here. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanella can hear this too. I am so interested. I have been, so into this mystery. I am intrigued to find out where it goes, what the conclusion is. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanella, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. So he signed the order without intending to. But we know Sissel's power... What's going on? This document. What am I doing? No, I mustn't. Sign it. And then he did. He's freaking out about it. Wait, don't deliver that document. And he delivered it anyway. So, okay, we know Sissel's powers do not work on the living. Because the living people who he has not rescued from death do not have cores that he can attach to. And even people that he has rescued from death, he can't control them, he can just communicate with them. So there must be another dead person, another ghost with similar powers to Sissel, except they're able to control people's actions. That's what I think is going on here. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Tell me more about this fear, despair, and suffering. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Hang on. Thought. I have a thought. Was Lynn manipulated into shooting Sissel? Because she doesn't remember doing it. Is that where is that where this is heading? Was she manipulating? Okay. But he definitely still... Okay, it doesn't... That doesn't, like, cancel out or disprove my thought that he let her shoot him. Because in the video, he most definitely did just stand there, even after she fired once, and there's no way he wouldn't have heard it or noticed that she was aiming at him. And then he just let her shoot him and kill him. However, this now makes it seem like Lynn was being manipulated and controlled when she shot Sissel, and that's why she doesn't remember doing it. Holy shit. Signing execution orders is part of a justice minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. This is getting spicy. But the next day it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanella's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Sorry. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. I don't think that really leaves much evidence, so in the end I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. Oh, did his wife shut up? And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out. Oh, okay. So, he told her that he believed he had been manipulated into signing the order, and that he was going to conceal that, and she was not happy with that. She was like, you should undo the order and admit the truth, and that's why she's upset at him. Okay, because earlier they kind of made it out to be like, oh, he was against, like, her novel writing or whatever, and that was why she had taken Emily and left. But this makes her seem a little more understandable, because it is a difficult situation, and it is understandable why she would be upset with the decisions that he made, to choose to, like, not reveal the truth about why he signed the order. And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. Is he worried that it could, like, spread? So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk lamp. Yeah, that's Ray. We haven't seen him in a bit. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. I follow. That tracks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from. Dead people. Inspector Cabanella. This manipulator is a ghost. A departed spirit. A spirit. For a fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What did you say? Jowd, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too! He just shrugs. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. And the guards. The guards too. Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector. Got a phone call. This is Lynn. I'm at the park. We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is... It's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
You got it. Well, looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Well, what if I can I talk to him a little bit? I knew, actually, right from the beginning. Knew what? That you saved my life the first time we met tonight. Oh, that. You mean when you were being an utter pain in the ass? Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about it. When I talked about that miserable, pathetic, short-sighted, disgraceful man, I knew I was talking about me. I hated who I had become. But you helped me appreciate the truth. Now I truly understand the wonderful support I've been getting from so many, including that of my loving family. I'm glad to hear that. I'm starting to realize what a lucky man I am. And it's all thanks to you. You're welcome, man. Wonder if I can get to... Nope. Can I get to Jowd real quick? Hey, Jowd, what's going on? I never saw that coming. Minister is being controlled, huh? I'm truly sorry, Detective Jowd. I have no excuse to offer you. You know, maybe it was all for the best. What do you mean? If you had never been manipulated, you never would have believed the power existed. After all, you're a realist, right? It just goes to show you, it just goes to show you, you never know when even the worst things can turn out good. Detective Jowd, I don't know what to say. Alright, Sissel, you'd better go help Lynn. She's a good kid, but she's got a habit of taking on other people's problems. Yeah, I know. Let's see, she's in Temsic Park, eh? Well, let's get on over there, shall we? Whoops. Didn't mean to go to the water pitcher. Whoa, hang on. There was something. I wonder why the inspector in white went running out like that. But I'm more concerned about Lynn. She looked really upset. I'd better go see her. Fast. Let's get going. The park. Here we go. Get there and she's gonna be dead for like the 4th time tonight. I'm expecting that. I'm calling it now. Lynn calls, and I oblige. I take off toward Temsic Park, a place where clearly something big has taken place. The manipulator. The person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective Child's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be? Could Wynn have been manipulated into shooting me? That's what I think. That's what I'm suspecting happened. Because she doesn't remember it. She doesn't remember doing it. There we go. That is the end of chapter 13. That was a fun one. Things are getting even more intense. The mysteries are unraveling, and I cannot wait to see where it all goes. Thank you for joining me. This has been a great time. I hopefully was recording this time. I will be very mad if I get out and I was not. But I remember pressing record this time. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good day. Bye bye.